study from University of Michigan indicated too much screen time for adults and kids alike has significant impacts. Parenting contributor Belinda Palacios is in today with more about spending too much time looking at your screen. Now, I do this all the time, I feel.
I think just as general that more people do it, because like now there's like Facebook and Instagram are down and people are losing their minds because they can't post something. And I think that goes to show just how dependent some people have become to that. But you know, one of the things that this study found is that the more time that a parent spends on a screen of some sort, that it seems to increase and have issues relating to mental health and behavioral issues with kids. Right. Because it takes away from the meaningful interaction that parents have with kids. And so what kids are going to do is they're going to act out in order to receive some of that, you know, attention that they feel they're losing to an object. And unfortunately, most of the time that acting out is negative.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you know, you go to a restaurant, you see a family sitting and parents are on their phone, you know, and the kids are just staring around.
You see it all the time. And I think that, I think sometimes we get so absorbed in what we're looking at or what we're doing on our phones or tablets or what have you, and we lose track of time, and so don't even realize how long that we've been on there, because I know that we get reports on how much screen time we've had during the week, and there's some weeks that I'm surprised. It really doesn't seem, you know, did not seem to me that I was on it as much as what it indicates.
But you were. So there are quite a few health effects from too much screen time, right?
There is. There's vision and eye health, which I think, you know, the blue screen, what everybody talks about, is a big issue, and we're starting to see, you know, especially when you've got younger eyes that are really in development phases, that it can really affect those eyes on our younger kids, especially infants and toddlers. You know, and we've heard across the board that screen time for infants and toddlers, really you shouldn't even do it, but if you do, it has to be very, very sparingly, you know. And then there's mental health and depression, and I think that goes along with a lot of things. One thing is social media and how the comparisons, and everybody feels like everybody's living a better life than me, that can go into a lot of these issues. Cardiovascular health, because you become sedentary. Right. You sit. Neck, back, and other muscular or skeletal issues because you're in a hunched over position, and then also carpal tunnel because you're constantly using your hands to type. And with your kids, it's brain development and developmental issues, because it's an artificial type of learning. It's not an imaginative, it's not creating play, it's not being outdoors in fresh air kind of thing. And so it can really make some developmental delays in some kids. And then of course, attention problems and sleep problems.
Right, for sure. So how can we, you know, protect against some of these problems?
Well, first and foremost, limit the screen time. Right. Not just of kids, but of yourself. Really become more cognizant of how much am I on my computer, my tablet, my phone, when, you know, during the time when you're home. Because we're all on computers. Most of us are, for work. And so, and then carrying that over, you know, into our off hours when we're home, you know, can be a factor. But then also, no phones at the dinner table, and that includes restaurants.
Yeah, it's very important.
And I know sometimes when kids are at restaurants that they can become bored, and it's easy for them to hear, we'll do this. Just have a rule across the board: no phones at the dinner table of any kind. Then also picking activities that have nothing to do with screens. You know, going outside, getting fresh air, having game night, you know, those interactive types of things that families can do.
Important, for sure. Now give us your parenting challenge.
The parenting challenge is take a look at what your family is doing screen-wise. You know, really look and evaluate the time that everybody is spending on some sort of screen. And then if it's something that you feel is pretty significant or more than what you would like to see, then take some steps to make sure to decrease that and check in with yourself.
Right. Well, such an important topic today, Belinda. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right. Coming up on the show today, the curriculum